Welcome guys to week 3 of distance learning. So for this week, I will be talking about the AP test for our AP students for the first little bit of this video, and then at the end, I'm going to give us an assignment for everyone in the class. So for the AP students taking the AP test is going to be May 12th. I know that is the same day as the Human Geography exam. Just letting you guys know. For the AP test, there are 2 FRQ questions. One question will be 25 minutes and the other question will be 15 minutes. So the format, and I'll put a link below this video, but the format is 25 minutes for a question and then 5 minutes of upload time. And then 15 minutes for a question and then 15 minutes for upload time. With that being said, the chapters that are up for grabs on this AP test are going to be chapters 1 through 5. So we finished chapters 1 through 5 not last week, but the week before, the first week of distance learning. That was the last bit of the final chapter. So it's going to be anything within that realm of chapters 1 through 5. So you are not going to have to know anything from that chapter 6, which is the applications of integration, which usually is a fairly large chunk, especially in some of those FRQs that you're seeing throughout these years. So keep that in mind, that information will not be on there. So nothing from chapter 6. So for those of you who are getting ready for that, make sure to practice the FRQs in the test book. Now, a lot of those in the textbook will include stuff from chapter 6, so be careful with that. But just look through those FRQs as you go throughout your week and weeks leading up to that test on May 12th. For this week and for all the students in calculus class, what I want you to do is I want you to complete 10 FRQs. Now, my hope is that we can dig into these 10. And what I want us to do with these 10 is, as we're completing these, I want us to find common themes in the answers and the format that you see these questions answered. Okay? I want you to see the common themes here. I want you to look through not only the questions, but I want you to research the answers, okay? So that we can write similarities that we find, along with any of the questions that you guys have about those FRQs. So you're going to complete 10 of them. You're going to complete them, you're going to research the question, you're going to make sure you research the answer as well. Check the format that they write them in, see if there's similarities in that format or anything they include, like their language that they use when they answer these questions. I know that we've talked about in class how sometimes they write therefore with 3 dots, okay, things like that. Like, what do they include? Also look at the operations. Do they write it in a decimal form? How many decimal places are they using? Do they write it in just a simplified function form with all of the numbers plugged in? That's what I'm thinking in terms of writing the similarities. So see if you can find the similarities that you have in those FRQ questions. Also, I want you to write down any questions about FRQs that you have, any questions that you may come up with, or any questions that you see in specific FRQs that you'd like for me to address. And that's what I want you to do this week. I know that we are doing a lot of FRQs, but as you can tell, there's the reason why. The FRQs are going to be your entire exam this year, so keep that in mind. That's why we're going to be working with FRQs pretty much for the next month leading up to this exam. We're going to be looking at FRQ after FRQ after FRQ, and to the point where you're dreaming about FRQs when you sleep. Okay, that's what we're thinking. So with that being said, I look forward to hearing from you guys this week. I also look forward to seeing you guys soon. I hope that you guys have a great week. If you need anything, please feel free. Reply, post, chat, email, whatever you need to do. I'll be glad to get in touch with each and every one of you over any questions that you have. And I hope that each and every one of you have a great week. And I'll be praying over each and every one of you this week.